because the fundamental events are the principal engine of the movement of the market, right? So without fundamentals, the market doesn't really move much. So it would be a disservice not to consider fundamentals every day. I normally tell my clients, every day your job is to check for news, check for news, check for news every day. And you can do it from the comfort of your bedroom, even on your bed. Just check for news so that it doesn't affect you negatively. I hope you can see my screen, right? The screen I shared is the Forex Factory. For those of you joining us for the first time, to access that Forex Factory, just go to your website. You just go to your browser and then you type www.forexfactory.com. Those of you joining me for the first time. All right, so you can see my screen. Am I correct? Let me see. I can, yeah. Can you also see? Techno, come on, please. Just reply me. Can you also see my screen? Can you see my shared screen? Yes, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So if you can see my screen, okay. Thank you, Ad. Just wonderful. Thank you. So if you open this website for the first time to show you the news for that particular day, but just like what I normally do, I'll click on this button up here called calendar. I hope you can see what I'm doing, calendar. So once you click on calendar, then it opens it up and show you the news for one whole week. Then of course you're going to see this calendar, these graphics here at the top left. Okay, so with these graphics you can switch from one day to another day or from one week to another week. Okay, all right, so from this, let's just run through what the market, what the possible news event will be like for today and of course for the rest of the week. Okay, now for Monday, this is Sunday, right? Now for Monday, for today, you can see that we don't have any high impact news. Those who are joining us for the first time, this area is the impact. This area is the impact of the news event. And impact, another word for impact is the volatility. So it simply means how much the news will affect the market, how rugged it will move the market. Okay, that's what it means. So the one on yellow is low impact. For those of us joining us for the first time, the one on yellow is low impact, which means we don't really consider it. The impact is low. The one on brown is medium impact, and the one on red is red impact. But for today, you can see no red impact. Usually, we want to focus more on the red impact news. But for today, we're not having any red impact news. Well, the medium impact news can still cause some offset on the market, can still move. Okay, so you want to also keep an eye on it. Okay, for especially for those of us scalpers that want to take advantage of very little move, right? And that also doesn't want to stay or see big negative on their account. So you want to take a watch out for this particular brown news too. Okay. Now for 10 a.m. we have the news from the UK, right? The MPC, that is Monetary Policy Committee member. So in the UK they have this body set aside to manage the open market operations and also to see what the economy is doing. So they have this body, right? So a member of the body, Monetary Policy Committee, if you open this folder, you get to see the meaning, right? Monetary Policy Committee member, Broadbent speaks. Now, generally, the news on this website is divided into two. We have the data news and the non-data news. Now, this division is just my personal view, okay? My personal division, okay? Data and non-data, because this area is the data aspect of the news. By data, I mean numbers, right? And of course, you know, numbers don't lie, okay? So the news that doesn't come out with number, I call them non-data news. That means you not see any number. But guess what? They can still affect the market very well, okay? But we have more news, up to 70 to 80% of the news, if not even 85, are data news. And of course, the easiest to trade is data news. So by data news, I mean you will see the actual data here. If it is green, common knowledge, rule of thumb. If it is green, it is good news, right? Good for the currency, which means buy the currency. If it is red, it is bad news. Bad for the currency, which means sell the currency. Please take note. Currency is different from currency pair, okay? So on Forex Factory, you get to see currency only. You will not see currency pair, right? All right then. So, please, we are expecting this news by 10 a.m. I want to be fast with this forest party so that we can go straight to technical analysis. Okay. Then by 2:30 p.m. today, we'll be expecting news from the US. Okay. That's the call durable goods, even though it's medium impact. Those of us intraday traders that normally want to take advantage of very small move and doesn't want to stay longer on the market. So you want to look at this news because it can cause some offset, some small movement, right? So please, if this actual again is green, it means rule of thumb is a good news for is good for the dollar, right? That means you buy the dollar. That's the meaning. Okay. So we also have at that same time durable goods orders month on month, pending home sales. So please, these are just the news we have for today. Then for tomorrow, we have the BOJ governor, Bank of Japan governor designate Uda speaks. Okay, so it falls under the non-data news, right? Then for tomorrow too, wonderful. We have GDP from Canada, right? Which means the gross domestic product. So it measures the total value of the inflation adjusted goods and services produced in the economy. That's GDP for you. So if this value is increasing, it means the economy is expanding, right? So if it is reducing, the economy is contracting. So if the economy affects or have an effect on their domestic currency, okay? So if the economy is largely expanding, that means there will be more demand for the home currency, domestic currency, because of foreign direct investment. So, hello?
That's for you. Uh,
Sorry about that. So let me mute everybody there. Okay, so let me continue. So I don't know whether I am too fast. I hope I'm good. I'm not too fast, right? Because I want to leave this forest factory and then jump straight to the chart, okay, where we can analyze the market technically. Okay, so for tomorrow to Tuesday, we have consumer confidence, right, from the US there. Then on Wednesday, wonderful, we have CPI. CPI there, another good news, very strong news, right? That's consumer price index there. Then we have Bank of England for the Wednesday. Then for Thursday, another red news. Reserve Bank of New Zealand speaks, right? Then for Friday, please, it's very important for you to take note of this news. Like what I normally do, I normally set reminders. I normally set reminders for the news, okay, so that I will not be taken unaware. Guys, you can make a lot of money from news. I can tell you this. I can tell you this. So let me quickly drop how to trade news very fast because whenever high impact news are released, you can make a lot of money from the market. So one of the ways to trade news, or one of the difficulties people normally go through in trade news, is because of it's very fast. It moves very fast. So since it moves very fast, one of the good you can do to yourself is to be on a lower time frame. That means be on maybe 1 minute chart or be on 5 minutes chart whenever you're trading news. Okay, the maximum you should use, my own opinion, is 15 minutes chart. Okay, so like me, I normally use 1 minute and 5 minutes chart so that you can see the movement of the price, right, and take advantage of it. Okay, now another way you can also trade news, since coming to check the forest factory and seeing the result and going back, you may be late a little bit, is to you can do a buy stop and a sell stop, right, before the news. So you can do that like 5 minutes to the news. I want to believe you know buy stop and sell stop, right? That's pending orders. So let's say the news is by 2:30, right? So by 2:25, you can set a buy stop and a sell stop. Let's say 10 to maybe 10 pips away from the current market price, right? Up and down. So and you have to be on your system. So once the news is released, the price will spike in a particular direction. So if the price spike up, that means it will pick the buy stop. I want to believe you understand what I'm talking about. It will pick the buy stop, and then you quickly, with one click trading, I want to believe you also know one click trading. You close the sell stop. That means you're already on a buy, and of course, you should have a take profit. You can just hit your take profit. That means you can make money trading news within 5 to 10 seconds, even without seeing what happened. You just see that your balance has increased. No wonder we have fundamental traders. I can tell you that. So please, let's wrap this let's wrap this forex factor up now, and then switch over to my chart. Switch over to my chart. So let me switch over to my chart right now. Okay, somebody is saying Fatimo Adegbola. Say, at times I notice it trades both sides. Yes, yes, but it doesn't trade both sides at the same time, right? So it can spike up and then come down to do a correction. So I'm trying to say you take advantage of that first move. The first move, that's what I'm talking about. And you don't stay long. You don't stay long because it can give you profit and then retrace and reduce all of the profit, and then you're now going to uh, panic. So you don't need to stay long, right? So you can. That is why we say you scalp the news. You don't necessarily trade the news. You scalp the news. Scalp means you should not stay long. That's the meaning. Okay. Hope I've done justice to that. So one of the challenges I encounter using sell and buy stop is the market seems to spike both ways with a second or two, and both will pick up. All right. Now this is the main reason why I said the buy stop and the sell stop should be minimum 10 pips away from the market price, right? Minimum 10 pips. Sometimes I use 10, sometimes I use 15 pips. So that there is enough room, there is enough space, right? So if for example you use 10, okay, let's say 15 pips away from the market price, and the market spike up to 50 pips, right? So it means you only make 35 pips out of that move, or you even make maybe 20 pips, or even 25 pips. It's still good, it's still manageable. So can you still set your SL and TP within that 1 to 5 minutes period? Yes, yes, of course. In Ghana, testimony. Yes, of course, you can do that. In any time frame, you can set stop loss and take profit. You can set pending orders. Okay. All right, please. I appreciate the engagement on this chat bot, this chat room. Okay. Thank you very much. So let me switch over to my chart so that we can take it over to the technical analysis side of things. Okay. So let me share my chart with you now. Let me share this chart. Wonderful. Please, I've been able to share my chart. Please just check if you can see it. If you can see my chart, I really appreciate it. So I would like you to do, I can see your chart. Just do it very fast, please. I can see your chart, maybe 1 or 2 persons, and I will really appreciate it. I can see your chart. Uh-oh, it's not coming. Hello, everyone. If you can hear me, okay, okay. The way this thing delayed, eh? All right, but I really appreciate it. Mm. Thank you, Bada. I can see Romeo. I can see you. Somebody's name here is Infinix. I can also see you. All right, thank you very much. You can see my chart. So let's begin the technical analysis side of things. Okay, now I normally like to start from the US index, right? Which is a basket of the US dollar compared with other major currencies, right? So if you want to know the true strength of the US dollar, then you want to look at this US index. You know, majority of our trades, majority of our position, right? Even if you're trading commodities, right? Because commodities are priced in the dollar, right? Even if you're trading indices, most of the indices are priced in the dollar. So majority of our trades have something to do with the dollar. So it will be a wise decision to consider what is happening to the dollar every week. I can tell you that every week. So please, without much ado, let's start looking at it. So please, this is a H4 time frame, right? So it will be best for you to analyze right from a higher time frame, then come down to a lower time frame. It's best. The reason why it's best is that if you're analyzing from a higher time frame down to a lower time frame, it's called top-down analysis, right? So you are having a view of what big money is doing on the market, right? You're having a view of, please, the market is divided into two. We have the big money activity and then we have the small money. Retail traders fall under the small money activities, right? So we have the big money activity. So as a retail trader, for you to do very well, you want to also consider what the big money is doing. You want to also look at the market with the lenses of the big money. And doing that is to use minimum H4, right? Use minimum H4 to look at what the obvious direction of the market. Okay, we've said much there. So let me just show you how this market has been playing out. Now, whenever you're doing technical analysis, you want to consider, you want to start from market structure, right? Please don't forget market structure. So market structure is simply the market moving in a particular direction and looking at how the structures are being formed and how the structures are being broken, which we call break of structure. Let me say it again. Market structure is simply looking at how the structures are being formed and also looking at how the structures of the market are being broken. Now, forming of the structure is simply, for example, this market, this price dropped down here to form a low. That's a structure. So it moved up again, as you can see that's the retracement. Then it comes down. Once it moves down and moves below this structure it formed, right? We call that a break of structure, right? So whenever you have break of structure in the direction of the trend, it means the trend is healthy. Let me say it again. Whenever you have break of structure in the direction of the trend, it means, so let me just use this line to show you. So we have this market trying to build structure for us. So it pushes down to the downside, right? So this is a low. Then it pushes up to the upside, and this is a lower high there. Then from there, so this is a structure it built for us. Now, for this trend to continue, it means it has to break this structure, right, in the direction of the trend. Don't forget, please. So it came here, right? That is the same level, and move further downward. That's what we call break of structure to form a new low. Please take note. Once you understand this, making money on the market will be a very simple thing. I can tell you that. So it forms a new low, then it moves up again. You notice this time it is moving up. We call it a retracement. Of course, you already know that, but it should not go higher than the previous high, right? So this is the previous high. If you notice, it didn't go higher than the previous high. That means we're still in order. The next time it's coming down, it must break structure. This is what I mean. It came down. Remember, this area is the structure, right? So the next time it's coming down, it must break structure to show that the trend is strong. So it moved down and broke this structure, right? So I think let me jump from here because if we continue like this, time may not be enough. But you understand what I'm talking about, right? Now, please just type, I understand what you're talking about. Just type, uh-oh, somebody say I cannot see. I can't see your chat. Wow, is that true that you cannot see my chat? Okay, fine. That means you can see my chat very well. We can't see it. Don't say we cannot see it. I don't get. Others can see it. So please check your maybe your internet connectivity. Check your internet connection. Okay, just came up now. So you understand what I'm talking about, right? So I don't understand, Ibrahim. Okay, please, Ibrahim, I'm trying to say market structure is simply the market forming structure going in a particular direction. And how does it form? It forms structure and break the structure. So this is structure. This level is a structure. It's a structure low, and this is structure high, right? So the next time it's coming that it has to break this previous structure to show that the trend is strong because it's moving in the direction of the trend. Okay. Network issues.
Recording in progress.
Hello, everyone. We have a we had a little internet connection issues. I hope you can hear me. Please, can you hear me? Hello. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, just type I can hear you, please. There was a little connection issue, so but I've been able to rectify it. Please, can you hear me? Okay, can you also see my screen? No audio. Oh. Can you hear me? Can you also see my screen? Please check. I'm sure you can hear me now. You can hear me, you can see my screen. Please check. Check fast. Please. Can you also see my screen? You can see my screen. Okay, fine. Thank you. Let's continue. Time is fast spent. Let's continue. Time is fast spent. Thank you. So as I was saying, the market keep breaking structures like that up until this particular up until here, it gave us a new structure, right? Then from there, it moved upward. You notice it didn't come down to break structure. Rather, remember this is also a structure. This is structure low. This is structure high. Rather, it broke structure high, right? It broke the structural high. So breaking of structural high is what we call change of character, right? So that means there's a shift in the market direction. So there's a shift. So from here, we saw a shift in the market direction. From here, pardon me to use this. From here, we saw a shift in the market. That shift means change of trend. That's what it means, or change of character. Okay. So then from there, anytime the structure is broken, the market normally comes down, retraces back to test that structure, right? So that's what we call a retest, right? So you notice it came back to retest it, and then from there we start having higher highs, break of structure to the upside, right? Now, please take note. Let me round up this USD index by saying this, which is very, very important. So whenever a new high is broken or a structural high is broken, this is what I mean. Whenever the market breaks a structural high, it normally comes back. It normally retraces, right? So recently we can see that this structural high here, right? You can see what I'm doing. It was broken to the upside, right? Break of structure to the upside. So the price has moved beyond that level. That's what I mean, right? So whenever there is a break of structure to the upside, the market normally retraces back, right? For balance, or for the market to be balanced, right? So we're expecting, even though the dollar is very strong, as you can see, of course, obviously it's very strong. So, but we're expecting a little retracement, right, to the downside. That is for a healthy move. So maybe today or tomorrow it can happen. I'm expecting a little retracement to the downside. It doesn't mean the dollar is now weak. No, it means that's how the market balances out itself. Okay. So now that we know that we're expecting a little move, right? Remember the dollar is strong, right? But we're expecting a little retracement. So let's come down. Let's start with Euro USD. Yeah, right. Let's start with Euro USD. Same thing. Please, what I'm showing you, if you have been using it, I'm sure you should have been should have been making enough money by now. What I'm showing you, because this is a H4 time frame, as you can see, right? This is H4 time frame. This H4 time frame. So exactly what I explained, break of structure to the downside. That's what's happening on the Euro US, as you can see, right? So if you follow up what I explained very well, you can see that there was a structural low here that was broken, right? So this structural low was broken, and whenever a structural low is broken or a structural high is broken, the market normally retraces. So therefore, even though the dollar is strong, we're expecting a little retracement of Euro USD to the upside, right? So that will give you a premium price to sell Euro USD, right? To continue this movement downward. Now, there are two ways to trade this. You can take advantage of this move going upward, right? That would be scalping the market.
What happened to Emmanuel?
Okay.
What?
Let me mute. Okay, I've been able to meet. The guy is saying, what happened to Emmanuel? And Emmanuel is here. All right, please. Now, there are two ways to trade this. So you can wait for a retracement to the upside, right? Because after this structural low is broken, there is bound to be a retracement to balance up for a balance movement, okay? So, or you can take advantage of this movement to the upside. So, since we have pointed that out, so let's go down to maybe 30 minutes or 15 minutes so that we can see how that will play out, okay? All right then. Now, please, on this is 15 minutes time frame, right? So don't forget, we have looked at 4 hours time frame, right? So we are coming down to a lower time frame. We can even use 30 minutes, right? Most of you are very uh, conversant with the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so 1 hour, 30 minutes, just two of the 30 minutes making up 1 hour. Okay, so they are neighbors, they are close, right? So we expect a little move to the upside, right? Now on this here we can see that we already have a bullish candle going up, right? So what I'll do is I would like to buy when I see that the market has broken this structural low. Okay, so this is an internal structural high here. So if this market, please take note, if this market trade anywhere above this level, I would like to buy, right? If this market trade anywhere above this level, I would like to buy. Coincidentally, and that is my 50 period exponential moving average. So you can see. So this area, I'm giving you this area for a buy stop, right? I'm giving you this area for a buy stop. Anywhere around this area, you can buy. So anywhere from, please, you can see my screen, take note, anywhere from 1 point. So if this market trade upward to 1.05640 to 1.05790. So anywhere around this area, around this region, place you want to buy. And if you do that, you want to take your profit at the next internal structural high. So which means this level. I hope you guys are really following me. Okay. Which means this level. So that means if you buy, because the price move upward, right? Because remember on the 4 hours time frame, we're expecting a movement to the upside, right? Because of a structural low has been broken. So coming down the lower time frame, you want to take advantage of that. But bearing in mind that the larger trend is still going down. Okay, so that's how we trade and make money on the market. Okay, so somebody say, please use the normal white chart. Really? So what period moving average are you using, sir? That's from Phoenix. Please, I'm using 21 period, that's a green one, and 50 period. Okay, that's good for intraday traders. Okay, 21 and so please, I hope this one is clear, right? Now, if there is a break of this structural low, because this one now is an internal structure, right? So if there is a break of this level to the downside, then if this market trade below this level, you want to continue this selling. I can tell you that you want to continue this selling. Why? Why do you continue this selling? Because the H4 time frame is going down. So if USD spring up surprises, so if there is a break below this level, so you want to sell around this 1.05, excuse me, you want to sell around this level 1.05280 to, but please, I'm giving you a range of price, right, to 1.05085. So if you're looking at what I'm doing, anywhere from here down here you can sell, right, around this shaded region you can sell for today. So around this area you can, please, if you sell, remember we have an untested support here. Okay, so you want to take your profit at that level. Okay, someone's saying they cannot see my chat background, so let me change it. Okay, I hope this is better. The person that said you cannot see, I can't see your screen. Why you cannot see my screen now? So I hope this is better, right? Okay. So since this is good, you made a request and I'm fulfilling it. Just a minute, please. Let me add. Yeah, at root, Akinlade, I'm using 50 EMA and 21. No, the 21 is also EMA, please. It's not simple. It's exponential. The two of them are exponential. That's what I'm using, right? So I always like to use that particular. Okay, let me do this. That particular black background because of spending a lot of time on the system. All right, so this is what we have, right? So, and I mentioned earlier that anywhere above this level, this structural high here, you can think of buying. That means it has taken out the high for today. So anywhere here you can buy, Then if the market continues further, so below this structural low, internal structure, I mean, you can look forward to place a sell, right? So if you do a buy here, you take profit for today. Uh, your take profit for this will not go higher than this level. Then of course your stop loss, your stop loss, your take profit for the sell somewhere around here too, right? All right then. So let's look at the next one very fast. Time of this. We have spent some time on this. So the next one, GPUSD, very fast. So on GPUSD2, okay. So same thing happening on GPUSD. Remember, I normally start from H4 time frame to see what the market is doing. So you can see that the market has been breaking structural low on the H4 time frame, right? So that suggests that the market is largely going down. So if the market is going down largely, that means you want to look for sell opportunities, right? So, but if you look carefully at this point, this low, this structural low has not been taken out. So this low now is a strong low, right? So until this level is taken out, we can say the trend will continue going down. Okay, this structural low has not been taken out. So the same thing. So the market has two directions for today. It is either it takes out this structural low, right, to the downside before the retracement upward, or it can retrace up and then come down to take the structural low to create liquidity on the market. Okay. So coming down to maybe 30 minutes time frame. So coming down to 30 minutes time frame. Sorry, everybody. Let me mute the chat room. Okay. So all right. So for today now on GPUSD, same thing here. We have seen a bullish engulfing. If you look carefully, we have seen a bullish engulfing, right? We have seen a bullish engulfing here. But remember, this market is largely going down. So that is why we want more confirmation. If the market can trade above this internal structural high here that it has created, same thing, Euro USD looks like a GP USD. So if it can break this internal structural high, yeah, I mean this level, once it goes above this level, anywhere inside this my shaded portion, you can do a buy, right? You can do a buy. And remember, if you do a buy, your next your target can be this we have a small space here from here to here. That's an imbalance on the market. So somewhere around here. So if you do a buy here, your take profit should be here. Okay. So if you do a buy around anywhere around this price, let me call the range of price for you 1.9645 to 1.9734. So anywhere around this point, you can do a buy, right? To take your profits at this level, right? This level, this level. There's a reason why I'm pointing this level, right? So that's 1.199 87 for your profit. So please, if you do that, please, if you do that, it means around this level, we're expecting the market, around this level, we're expecting the price to turn from here and of course start going down again. Remember the H4 is going down, right? Don't forget that. So we're expecting something like this so that it can come down to break this structural low. So that's for the buy scenario. Then for, excuse me, then for the sell, if the market trades lower than this internal structural low here, so somewhere around here, as you can see, anywhere here, if you see the price today, anywhere around here, you can do a sell, or you can even do a sell stop here, right? You can set a sell stop right here, and you can set a buy stop here, right? I believe we all know how to set buy stop and sell stop. Okay, now anywhere around this price you can do a sell, right? So it ranges from 1.19195 to 1.19040. Please take note, don't forget. If you do that, you can target maybe 20 pips, 25 pips as your take profit levels, right? So you can target 20, 25 pips. That will be enough for the day, right? Just for this particular instrument. I hope we all are still following, right? Let me check the chat room. Let me check the chat room and see whether I don't know how to set sell and buy stops. Really? Again, you don't know how to sell and buy stop. Wow. All right, no problem. I'll drop my number at the end of the session so you can hit me up, right? I can give you a video on that, or you can just visit our any of our offices. Then of course we normally teach it in our office. So if you're in Lagos, you are in Abuja, anywhere you are, please, you can just visit us. But at the end of this session, I'll drop my numbers so that you can chat me up. I will give you a video on how
it's not possible.
I will give you a video that will teach you how to set it. Okay. All right. So let's move to the next instrument because time is fast spent. The next instrument. Can you repeat? Who's saying I should repeat? Can you repeat the sell and buy figure again? Okay, please. It's just this region, Emmanuela, right? It's just this region. As you can see, this region, just this region from here up here, right? So it's a range of price. So there's no specific price. It's a range of price from here down here. So if your chart is also on M30, your chart should look like my own too, right? So range of price from here down here. So by that I mean anywhere from the sell stop anywhere from 1.19164 to 1.19051. So this range of price you can do a sell there. Okay. Then let's look at the next one. Let's look at GBP CHF, right? This will be the last currency I will look at before we jump to the commodities and of course the indices, right? All right. Now, if you remember what I explained, okay, let me switch over again. Wow. I really like this black background. All right. So USDC share. Please, if you have any requests, you can also drop it. Any of the currency pair you want us to look at, and any of the instruments. But please, after this currency pair, I'm jumping straight to commodities. We'll look at gold, look at oil. We look at D30, US30, the indexes. Okay. All right, so remember I normally start from H4 time frame to look at what the big money is doing. So as you can see, there is already a break of structure. So, and the market has extended, right? After the break of structure, this is extension, right? So after this extension, we are expecting a retracement, right? So we are expecting the market coming back again to test, right? Now the question is how much will it come down? That is where you use your Fibonacci. So this is the low. So this is structural low. Why? This is a strong low. Now I'm not going to use this low. I'll use this low for my Fibonacci. The reason is it is this low that broke this high. Take note, please. It is this low that broke this high, and you can do this across all the time frames, right? So since it is this low that broke this high, so this is a strong low, right? For example, look at this high, look at this low. This low, right? This low could not break this high. How do I mean? This low move up to somewhere here and shy away because this low is this leg is expected to break this high, right? But it moved up to this level and then start dropping, right? As you can see, start dropping down to form this low. So this low is called a weak low. Now it sounded like weak low. It's not weak low. I mean the low is weak. That's what I mean. The low is weak because it could not. Its function is to break this high, right? It could not break the high. But guess what? This low now was able to take out this high. As you can see, it took out the high. So this is strong low. So on a certain market structure, there's no weak low and strong low, right? It's just simply what we call a verified support, and of course, support that are not strong, weak support, right? So in the same way, this low took out this high, right? So this is a strong low. So whenever you see strong low, you want to do something like this is what I always do, right? This is what I always do. And this is what they normally call order block, right? So this is what I always do, right? So because the market pushed up very strongly from here, right? And broke this high. So whenever such thing happen, you also you always look out for a retracement, right? So we're expecting USDC for those of us swing traders listing, we're expecting USDC to retrace back a little bit. Now, but the question is how much retracement is a good retracement. So that is where a Fibonacci retracement comes in. So I will draw from this low, as you can see, to this high. Wow. Sorry, let me change the color here. I hope we're getting value from this, right? Or am I too fast? So if you're getting value, just type I'm getting value. Let me know that you are still there. Let me know that you are still there. You're getting value, just type I'm getting value. Just 1 or 2%. Okay, Christy Derrick, thank you for that. Okay, you're getting value. That's good. That's good. It is this value that will soon be converted to profit for you. Okay. Okay, let me continue. So you can see this retracement 38.2 is a good retracement, right? So now, but this is for those that are looking at the market in a swing direction, right? Those that want to stay longer on the market. But take note, whether you are a scalper, you are intraday, you are a swing trader, we're expecting USDC to retrace back a little bit. Why? Because after every break of structural high or structural low, the market normally retraces. So having said that, now let's go down to maybe 30 minutes time frame where we can now take, I can show you the possible direction. Bear in mind what we have analyzed already, okay? All right. Now on this 30 minutes time frame, right? So all of these smaller movements, high, low, they are called internal structure because they are inside the main structure, okay? So if this market trades below this level, please, remember we're expecting, don't forget, we're expecting it to move down, right? We're expecting a little movement down. Don't forget that. So if this market can trade below, to be on the safer side, right? Double confirmation. If this market can trade below this small structural low it created during the Asian session, right? If the market can breaks below this level, then I'll massively start doing that selling, right? Take note. So anywhere below this level, please, you want to sell. Okay, anywhere, okay, sorry. So anywhere here, if you see this price trade below this level, right? Please just go to market execution and hit the instant sell there. Okay, hit instant sell, right? So that price I've pointed out. Please, if your chart is on M30, if you're on M30, you should be able to see what I am saying. This is USD CHF. So this range of price from 0.93967 to, please, I'm giving you a range of price here, okay, to 0.93908. So this range of price you want to do a sell there, right? So if you sell there, what's the next level? What's the next level, right? So you can see this level here. So you want to take your profit. You would like to take your profit at this level, this other level. So if you sell up there, then you would like to take your profit somewhere here, right? Of course, looking at my Fibonacci, you can see that that's the 23.6 level, right? So that's also another important level where we expect the market to maybe retrace again, right? So, but remember, it can fall further, right? But for those looking at sharp profit for the day, you want to take your profits around this level, right? Now, that is for what we analyze. Now, if the market spring up surprises, surprise, no, they tire this market. If the market spring up surprises and start pushing to the upside, please, that is a sudden strength for the dollar. That's what it will mean. So you want to do a buy, even though my bias is this first one, right? So if it spring up surprise and you want to do a buy anywhere, if this price gets to this level, right? If this price gets to this level, you want to do a buy, right? Around this area. So if you do that buy, you can look at for your take profits. You can look at for your take profits around this area. Okay. All right, then I hope you understand that. So let's look. Please, do you want me to analyze any other currency pair before I do? Okay, Everest, I can see you there. Thank you very much. Yes, yes, you can use penny order. At the one day, you can use penny order, please. You can use penny order. Okay. I can see that. I really appreciate you. You're getting value from this. Please, if you're not also getting value, you can also type it. It's democracy. All right. Please, do you have any other currency pair you want us to analyze? Or if there's no other one, then let's go straight to gold. Let's do gold, okay? Okay, let's do gold. Let's do gold. Gold very fast. So after gold, we look at US 100, and of course, US, okay, USJPY. Okay, please, let me just do gold, okay? Let me do gold, please. Let me do gold. So looking at the gold now, maybe we'll see instant trade there on gold. So quickly. So remember what I always do. I'll start from the H4 time frame so that I can see what big money is thinking, right? It's good to know what big money is thinking. Can you imagine riding this trend? Hello, sir. Can you imagine riding this trend from up, down, here? Can you just imagine that? Now, but you know, new traders, right? It's hard for new traders to stay this long, okay? But you must have been schooled properly on how to stay longer on the market. But understanding market structure, you will stay longer on the market. I'm telling you, because we saw a break of structure to the downside. Okay, now because of the market was going up and now there's a break of structure, that's called change of character. Then from there, we have been seeing lower highs and of course lower lows, right? Breaking structure to the downside. Remember on this same gold, you can see where the structure was broken here, right? To the downside. So remember, whenever this structural low is broken, we normally expect what? Let me hear whether you're following. So please, if you can hear me and you're understanding me, whenever a structural low is broken, what do we expect? Let me know those that are following. Whenever a structural low is broken, what do we expect? No. I'm trying to say retracement. Thank you. All right. Who is that person? Christy, Derek. Yeah, thank you. This is your following. Retracement. Thank you. So we have broken this structural low, sir. And then all of this is called extension, right? The market have extended. And after that, we're expecting a retracement to the upside. So how much retracement is a good retracement? That is where Fibonacci comes in. As you can see, gold is already pushing up. Because this is H4 time frame, let me zoom in so that you can see very well. Gold is already pushing to the upside. As you can see, we have a bullish candle there. So that is the retracement that is coming in. But remember, excuse me, by and large on the H4 time frame, the market is going down. But we're expecting a retracement for the market to balance out. Okay. All right. So how much retracement is a good retracement? Please take note. Ask yourself that question. How much retracement is a good retracement? The answer to that is you just draw out your Fibonacci 2, yeah, and you drag from this, and you drag from now between this high and this high. Which of them should we use? Now it depends which of the high broke this structure, right? This first one. So let's see first. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. So the first thing you can see here is this is higher, right? Fine. So this is structural high. Since this is higher, since now please now what most persons will be confused is, should I draw from here or I should draw from here? Now, but since this is a structural high, right? Now you notice the market moved down, it moved up. This could not take out this high. That means this high is still strong. That means this high is a strong high, right? This one is a weak high. So that means we have to draw from here very fast. Time is not on our side again. So you draw from this high down to this low. It has given us a low. So you can see that retracement we're expecting on the market, right, can get up to this level, but it has started already, right? Can get up to this level. Now, since this nav started already, I can go down to a lower time frame to look out for a shift in structure or a change of character from this bottom part, so that I can begin my buy, right? Okay, so I can do 15 minutes time frame very fast. It's already getting to 9. It's already 9 now. This way. So as you can see, watch here, watch please, this is very, very interesting. So so we can see this move to the downside, right? Then this market also, please, this is 15 minutes time frame, right? So it pushes up, right? But if you notice, it didn't break this structure. It formed a new high, right? Then from this new high, it pushes down again and failed to go lower than this low, right? Now, you can see that this new move now, come on now, this is shift or change of character on the market. This new high now has gone above this high, as you can see that, right? So any retracement to the downside, I would like to take a buy. So a retracement into this area, I'll do a buy here. So there are two ways to do it, right? So you can either take a buy here and then add in more position if it retraces down here. But please take note, let me give you this price. So we are buying anywhere around this level. So we can buy here, or we can even buy if it retraces down. Buying here is going to be a hasty buy because I'm expecting a little retracement downward before it finally push to the upside, right? Now, but see, anytime you're having like you're a little bit confused, should I buy now or I should wait? Which of them? That's where fear of missing out comes in. What you can do is you can split your lot size. You can split it. For example, if you want to enter the market with 0.05, you can enter first with maybe 0.02, right? With the smaller lot size. So if it retraces very well into your choice area, what we call point of interest, right? Because this area is our point of interest. This area is our point of interest. So if it retraces back to your point of interest, that is when you now complete it with the other 0.03. I hope you understand it. All right. So what I'll do is I'll enter with the smaller lot size first. Let me do 0.01, right? That's a buy there. This is the first one I'm taking. Now I'm entering with a smaller one because I'm expecting more retracement to this area so that I can complete it. Are you with me? Okay. So then I'll keep my take profit there. So please, this is what you do. Then of course, I will do keep my stop loss below this level. Okay. All right, everybody. I hope you guys are really following me. So let's look at the next one. We have analyzed. We have done justice to gold for today. Tunji, you asking, please, sir, how please, sir, can you come again on this structural low and high? Okay. All right, please. This knowledge comes by hearing and hearing. Okay. So the little you've heard, maybe if join us again, you can hear more. But see what I mean. All of these highs and low. I'm only adding structure to the word. These are high, these are low, right? Remember on the H4 time frame, we're expecting a retracement to the upside, right? We're expecting a retracement to the upside. Now, if you expect a retracement to the upside, you go down to a lower time frame, right? To look out for a shift in character. We saw that here. We saw it here, and I pointed it out. Now, somebody's asking, can one place a trade during retracement? And that is the reason why you will need a Fibonacci retracement. So if the market retraces very well to your choice area, of course, that is where you enter the market. So let's look at some Matthew Prince is asking for D30 is very bullish. I just made a quick 10K. Wow, wonderful. Of course, it has to be bullish. The reason why D30 is bullish is because remember we started with USD index and we said if those of us here from the beginning, we said USD index has broken structural high, we're expecting a retracement. So if USD is going to be weakened, right? It simply means the index, right? Like D30, US 30, they should be moving up, right? So that's the 10K there. So Matthew, that's the explanation for your 10K. So congratulations. Enjoy and pay tithe from the money. All right, please. Let's look at D30 since you have mentioned it. Right, you've made some money from there already. D30, US 30, all of that. Or should we start with US 30 first? What should we do? Let's do US 30 first, right? US 30 first. It's already 9. Okay. It's already 9. Okay. It's already 9. Okay. Okay, so US 30. So remember 4 hours time frame so that you can look at what the market is doing. So this is a structural low we broke, right? So we're expecting movement to the upside, right? Excuse me. We're expecting retracement to the upside, something like this. So that means I'll pick my fib here. I'll draw from this side because which eye broke? Okay, it's this eye that broke. So this high that broke. So let me draw from here, right? Okay. The market is trading narrowly, right? It's a narrow trade there. So we're expecting retracement to the upside. Remember, since it has broken this. Now, the reason why we're expecting retracement to the upside is because we have looked at USD index and we're expecting this movement down. This movement downward, take note, USD index retracing downward means US 30, will also have a retracement upward, right? So, having said that, we go to 15 minutes time frame and let's look for a shift in character. So once we get that, then we're going to enter trade, or I will show you what to do, right? So you can see this movement. This is internal structure now. So we have this push to the downside, and then, or this leg to the downside. Then we have this movement upward. Then see the second time it came down, it failed to go lower than this low. Very important, right? Very important. Then the next time it moved up, it broke this high. It broke this high. For it to break this high, it means there is a shift. in the market. So after that shift, we wait for retracement into that area again. So a sell would have happened, a buy would have happened from here, but I can see enter, I can see do the buy, I can see enter the buy, but a retracement into this area, right, will be a good one. So I can do my take profit, of course, and my stop loss. Now, please, further retracement into this area, then I will enter another buy again because I needed it to have started from down here. All right, then. So I think this is for US 30. Please pardon me, I'm talking very fast because it's already past 9. So we should be about running up. So should we look at D30? Let's look at D30. Somebody just made 10K from D30. So let's look at D30, okay? So on D30, on DE30, remember, please, I've moved to D30. Go to the chat room. Tell me what time frame I'm supposed to start with. Let's do it fast. Let me know whether you are still following. I'm on D30. Which time frame do you think, if you have been following me, following the way I analyze the market, you will know the time frame I am supposed to, the first time frame that I will most likely look at. Just type it 4 hours. Thank you, Steve. Steve, I can see you there. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much. All right, then. So I'll just do H4. It means you're following my analysis. I'll just do H4 there. Then, wonderful, wonderful. Break of structure to the downside. And this is the retracement to the upside, right? So by and large, you can call this, you can do something like this, right? You know what I mean? And that would be a supply zone, right? A supply zone on the market. You can also do something like this. So this would be a demand zone on the market. But as you can see, this leg is called a spring, right? Because it pushed below this low here, and that will be for liquidity grab, right? To grab stop losses around this area. Okay, so before pushing up to the upside. So now look at this very well. You can see that the market is trading in a range, right? So what do? You buy on this support, you sell at this resistance. Now, whenever you have a range, I don't really like to trade at the middle. I'm telling you, I should have entered as early at this point. Maybe that was when we were still analyzing, talking. I don't like to trade at the middle. So you sell up here, and what do? You buy down here. Okay, let's go down to a lower time frame, 15 minutes, and let's see what 15 minutes is showing us. Wow. 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 So if you've been following my analysis, you can see that there's a break of structure here. There's a break of structure here, right? Break of structure to the upside, it retraces back before a buy is supposed to have happened here. Okay. All right, please, you can still enter a buy. You can still enter a buy, but I'll wait for a retracement again before I will enter my own buy. Okay. I don't like trading the middle of this the supply and demand area at the middle. No, I don't like trading the middle. So I like entering precisely this very early spot. Okay. But guess what? Someone just made 10K. That's good. All right. So where can you buy? If this market retraces a little bit lower again, remember I want to buy because I've seen shifts in the structure somewhere here for a lower time frame. So I will buy somewhere around this area. Let me give you the price range. So anywhere here. So if you see retracements, you are to buy. That's what I'm trying to say. So if this market retraces around this level, as you can see, 15,15363 to this level, I'll buy again because we're expecting a push to the upside like this. Okay. Now for those of you having fear of missing out, right? Hey, you should not go up. Oh, I'll miss out. Oh, I'm not in it. Oh. So you want to enter with the smaller lot size so that if it retraces to your point of interest, then you can complete your lot size. Everyone, thank you very much for staying till this time. Okay, Emmanuel Mills, 42K on D30. Wonderful. We are really giving profit on this platform. Emanuela, that's good. That's good. That's good. Phoenix, US 100. Okay, you want us to look at US 100. Caleb, I can see you there. Thank you very much. Okay, somebody is asking, where will the retracement stop for US index? I already showed you, sir. Now we did remember for you to know where it most likely stop, right? You use your fib and draw from the the strong low, right? Strong low, because this is where the push upward that broke this high, right? So you draw something like this. So it will most likely drop down to 38.2 level, right? 38.2 level. So, but surprises can spring up from 23.6, but the strong level is 38.2, right? Okay, I've answered you on that. Uh, so you promised to drop number. I'll drop my number, please. I'll drop my number at the end. Okay. This person Abodering, I can see you there. You said we should do US 100, but we have done US 30 now. US 30, US 100, they are all neighbors, right? They move in the same direction, but it's just the pace at which they move, right? But I think I will honor your request there. So this is US 100. Remember H4 time frame to look at what big money has in mind, right? So we have seen, wow, this is just going deep and deep and deep. Wait, oh, okay, fine, okay, wonderful. So look here, sir. Let me summarize what I've been doing since morning, right? So this market has been pushing up. How do I mean? Breaking structure to the upside, breaking structure to the upside, and then it formed a high here, right? And then since then we have not seen a break of that high. That qualifies that high to be a strong high, right? A strong high. Then it moved down from here and break this low, right? So look at this low. It broke this low, right? And breaks other low. So that shift in currency. So the market is going down. So if the market is going down, we have seen a break of structure down here. So therefore, there's a movement downward here, as you can see. Then it moved upward. It moved upward, right? On this US 100. And then it breaks structure by breaking this structural low. That's what I mean, to form a new low. And remember, whenever we break structure to the downside or to the upside, then we're expecting a retracement. This is the retracement we're expecting now. So we're expecting this move to the upside, right? So that retracement. So if you're doing a buy on any of the index, you just know that it's a retracement trade. That means you're not supposed to stay long on the market, right? So, but you don't take the trade on this 4 hours time frame. You go down to a lower time frame. I like using 15 minutes. Then you look out for a shift in character. So this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Now you can see, you can see a push downward, right? Then after that, we saw a movement to the upside, right? Okay, which is lower, right? This is lower than this high. Remember, we're on a downward trend, right? Then a movement to the downside again. Now, this second low failed to go lower than on this low. That's the first sign. That's the first sign. That's the first sign. That's the first sign that the market is about to start pushing up. Then, but you don't enter at that level. You wait for this structural high to be broken. And since it's broken to the opposite side of the trend, we call it a shift, right? A shift in market structure. So these two are equal low, but it broke it a little bit. But the main one that actually broke it is this other level. So this leg broke this high. So after a break, you wait for a retracement. So this is that retracement. So this is where the trade is supposed to start from, right? So entry here is a bit late, but I can see enter. I can see enter there. All right, I think I've answered Oga. Let me check your name. Hold on a bit. So, Aboderi, thank you very much. This is what you do. Thank you very much, everyone, for staying with me till this time. Okay, if your account is not buoyant enough, please, you want to do top up, right? You want to do top up because the more money, the profit you make on this market is directly proportional to the kind of capital you have. Okay, and of course, the lot size you use is directly proportional. But there, I can see you there. So let me drop my number 090. Please, this is official line 09026264507. My name once again is Emmanuel Odogwu. Okay, Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Please try to join us again tomorrow morning. 8 a.m. is the time. Okay? Okay. Please, you have seen the number, right? Ejena V. I can see your own, but I think time is already, we're already behind time. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Ahmed, I can see you there. No, please, the number. I've dropped the number for you. Let's see. Messi, okay, let me drop it again. 09026264507. That's my number there. Emmanuel is the name. Emmanuel is the name. All right, guys, thank you very much. Please try to join us again tomorrow. Tell your friends about this platform that they should fund their account, okay? And they should come to class and learn. Tell your friends, okay? So if you're getting value, please, why not spread it? Tell your friends about it, okay? It will help. It will help. It will help.
Don't worry, man.
Recording stop.